Hi there, Loy Machedo. Sweeney you from LoyMachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding? All right, in today's edition, I'm just going to share with you a couple of good news that I have in terms of job employments. Then a bit of news where my friend, who is one of the top reporters in UAE, gets death threats from readers. Then a little bit of news about UAE property, an Emirati woman who's jailed. They're going to make a movie about her in the UK. Then lots of stuff about readers who have written to me, rental disputes, how you can go to jail, about renewal of your parking, how that can cause you problems. Then plenty of questions from readers. Then there is a guy who hates Sheikh Mohammed, and he wrote to me. I'll just talk to you about that. And then finally, last but not least, I thought today I'll share with you some funny stuff that readers share with me from UAE. So let's quickly move on. Okay, first and foremost is this nice little letter of recommendation that I got. It's a rather big one. I don't want to go through this whole thing, but all he says is he's praising me. He's saying I'm very straightforward. I help people improve. I've helped him in his self-esteem. Actually, this gentleman came to me to took my consultation for $157. Then he decided to upgrade and take the resume rebranding service. Then he took the interview services. Now he's taking the job, job coaching services. So he's one of those rare clients who took one by one and kept spending more and more money. And he's still sticking around, and he has been very kind enough to give a letter of recommendations. I don't want to read the whole thing, but I've censored his name because I want to make sure that he's safe, because my videos are sometimes controversial. Don't want him to get in problems. Then I got another one that was sent to me on Gmail. That was, thank you very much for designing my resume. And now I understand the importance of a CV. Well, spelling mistake, my dear friend. I always told you have a spell check. Well, his CV was, as he calls it, a piece of garbage, and now I've made it much better. Then I got this other one from WhatsApp. He says, whether I get a job or not, you're the best in the business. It's a feedback. Your absence in UAE will be a hindrance towards your next level of success. Something like that. I didn't understand. Okay. Then I got a gentleman who donated a sizable amount of money. He says that I appreciate the hard work that you're doing. Disregard the haters. Sorry, I wish I could donate much more, even though I'm a kanjus mallu about it. Well, I appreciate whatever you've given me. Thank you so much. Well, now coming to the friend of mine, Mazhar Farooqui is the investigative journalist who is based in Sharjah. He stays in Sharjah. He works in Dubai. He got a couple of death threats for him and his family, and this is not new. He has been getting plenty of them. But this one, the person had called him and threatened his family. So this global forum for journalists, they have featured him on their Twitter. And I thought it should, I should also do my part by telling you that Mazhar Farooqui has been threatened. And if anyone in India knows anyone who works in the police, Interpol, or anyone, please do reach out to him so that he can, he can share the details. And this tweet was shared by the Global Investigative Journalist Network. These guys really put their heart and soul on the line. They don't take any money. They don't take bribes. They don't accept any kind of money apart from the salaries that they get. He's an amazing human being who has, his integrity written all over him. If it was me, I would easily accept $1 million. He has been offered millions of dollars. I'm not exaggerating, actual millions of dollars, from yachts to property to buildings to apartments to expensive cars, just to withdraw a report, and he has refused it. So this is one rare individual. I'm telling you honestly, if it was me, I would gladly accept the money. The next one is, this is news that was shared by the national.e. They say that 40% more properties will be handed out, that is apartments, villas, and the exact number is 47,502 apartments, and this could offset a price decline. So this is just for your information. Then this news was MiddleEastEye.net, where they say that there is a movie that has been made based on the real life of an Emirati woman, Alia Abdel Noor, who was raising money for Syrian refugees. But if they make a movie on an Emirati, nobody gives a fuck about it. So this London-based firm, which is the International Campaign for freedom in the United Arab Emirates, ICF UAE. They decided they would change the roles by having a British woman play the role of an Emirati. And instead of this being spoken about as this is happening in the UAE or this is happening in a Arab country, they decided that this lady would be played by Dana Smith, who is collecting money for refugees, and she's based in the UK. One fine day, a couple of UK police officers just storm in, and she's thrown on the floor, and she's taken to the back of the van without explanation. After that, they show her having cuts and bruises all over her body, and she is put in jail, stating that she's funding terrorists, and she is put in solitary confinement. And even though she has cancer, they make sure that she falls more and more sick so that she can eventually die in prison. This is a true story of a 42-year-old Emirati national who is serving a 10-year prison sentence in UAE because she was raising money for poor children in Syria. Now, it seems that for 4 months she disappeared, after which they kept her in solitary confinement, and she broke down under pressure and she signed whatever they wanted to. And now it seems that her health is going bad worse because she has osteoporosis, liver fibrosis, and she is not given sufficient medical care. And if she is not released and given medical attention, she would die very soon. So, as per this report by ICF UAE, it seems the UAE has more than 200 political prisoners, which is the highest in terms of per capita in the world. And this paranoia, it seems, increased after the Arab uprising in 2011. This film's release comes after the freeing of Matthew Hedges, who's a British PhD student who was writing a thesis with regards to human rights in UAE. He was in prison for many months, after which, 7 months, sorry, after he signed and he broke down and signed and said, okay, fine, I'm spying for the UK. He was actually released because the UK is very powerful. And now they decided to make this documentary with regards to this girl. So they want to create awareness. So this was another news update. Now coming to what the readers have sent me. A reader, he sent me this mail. To shorten it, he says that he was in UAE for 5 years. He's lost his job in 2017. He had his last check due, which was for 17,000. He paid 11,000 in cash, but he said, please be patient with me. But the landlord didn't want to. He bounced the check, even though he told him, I'll not bounce the check. And then he had to pay bank charges. He had bad credit with the bank. Then Al Jafliya police station called him, took his passport, Emirates ID, and he was put in jail. But then his friend came, gave his passport as a guarantee. He was released after a few hours. After 2 days, he was called to pay the fine, which was another additional 2,000 dirhams, that is 10% of his 20,000 dirhams check. And it seems that after he paid his fine, his passport was handed over back to him, but his name still showed up in the police station, so he had to take documents to the court, present them to the police station, and then the police station just cancelled his name. So everything was a done deal. It seems after 1.5 years, he received another mail in Arabic he didn't understand, and it seems that his landlord, after 1.5 years, went to the RDC, that is the Rental Dispute Center, over his tenancy contract. It seems that he vacated his apartment 2 months before expiry of the contract, and now they made a case on him. So there was a legal proceedings, and if he didn't appear before the RDC, they would take it to the court. Now the funny thing is, he had already left UAE. He had gone to India, and RDC had somehow managed to get his address and send him this mail. And it seems that now they have made a case on him that if he travels to UAE, he'll be jailed, or if he even passes by in transit. So here's the funny thing. He has paid everything. He has cleared all his debts. Still, they have put a case on him. He sent them an email stating that these are the documents. Everything is done. Why are you making a case on me? And he found this pretty odd. So he said, please inform everyone that if they are in UAE, this can happen to them. He breathes a sigh of relief, because he is now in India and they can't do anything to him. The next one is a reader who told me that he had to renew his parking permit, which is called Mawaqif, that got expired. When he went there to renew it, they said, first, renew your car expired registration. Now, the unfortunate thing is he was without a job. He just wanted to renew only his parking permit, but now he had to renew his car because obviously he parks his car below the house, and everywhere there is he has to pay parking. So in order to register his car, he had to get some paint modification done. He had to remove some extra modification that he had put on his car. He had to repair the bumps and bruises. And unfortunately, he went there twice, and twice he got rejected. And all this amounted to more money. And finally, just to get this Mawaqif, this parking permit, he had to do all this. And he spent money on fuel expenses. He even had to borrow money to do all this. And he says the amount of headache that I had to go through just to get a parking permit. Okay, the next one is readers that have written to me. These are a couple of short, funny ones. It seems 2-3 readers wrote to me. He said, Loy, please tell your readers to check their bank charges. Now it seems bank charges have increased. Hidden charges are on the rise. So my request to you, please check your bank statements. Check if you are being charged hidden charges, and check your banking charges because they have increased. The next one about that, I put up that Emiratisation, which is taking place. A few of them told me, Lloyd, this is fake. This is not real. This is a Qatar propaganda. One even said that he spoke to his boss who works in the ministry and found out this is not true. However, a HR director of a multinational company, he wrote to me and said, this is actually happening. HR people in senior HR positions have been put under pressure to employ more Emiratis, and they have been discouraged from applying for expatriates in high positions, not lower positions, high positions. And when they put in the papers of an expatriate who has been selected by the company, the ministry actually rejects and says, no, we want you to find Emirati. So this is the market news that people have given me feedback. Now, these are a couple of questions that I have been asked. Loy, why do you disrespect religion? Why don't you respect? And they're talking about the comments that I received. See, the thing is, generally, I'm a happy-go guy. I'm a happy-go-lucky. I don't have any problems with anyone's religion. But when an asshole starts acting like a fucking prick, insulting me or my wife or my children, or, he gets personal, I hit him in the nuts where it really hurts them and it really pains them. Especially Muslims, when you talk about their religion, it pains them. So if you respect me, I respect you. You don't respect me, I give it to you. So another reader has said, Lloyd, why don't you post some good news about Dubai? My friend, if you want to read good news, read Gulf News, read Khaleej Times, read the national paper. The good news is 200,000 new jobs have been created. Dubai is the fastest growing economy. The expatriates love UAE and it's the fastest growing place for expatriates. It's a favorite destination. So these are the good news. If you want good news, read them. If you want the real stuff of what the problems people are facing, watch my YouTube video. Why are you coming to my YouTube video and saying, no, I don't like your format, please change it? It's like me going to CNN or BBC and saying, listen, I don't like a news format, please change it. So if you have a problem, stop watching my videos, man. The next one, a guy, he said, Lloyd, it's impossible for a guy with your face gives jobs to people in UAE. So my answer to you is find a face that gives you a job. If you don't like my face, find someone else's face. Maybe you like a Emirati face, which doesn't have tattoos. Maybe you like a normal face. Maybe you like a Westerner's face. So find a face that you like. Stop looking at my face. In fact, I don't ask people to come on my channel to look at my face. People come on to my channel to hear stories, facts, as I'm a reporter. I share with you incidents that take place. So here's a suggestion. Switch on your smartphone, connect to my YouTube video, then turn the screen so you don't have to see my face, only you have to listen to what I say. So here's the solution. The next one is, Lloyd, what are your thoughts about India, Pakistan, the problems that are taking place? In fact, many people told me, oh, the Pakistani motherfuckers got it. And some people say, why is India acting? See, here's my thinking. This is a political drama. Just before elections, just before Modi has to stand for elections, this problem takes place. So don't you think something is suspicious there? At the same time, there are problems, yes, between India and Pakistan. But how does it benefit you? What do you lose? What do you gain? Why don't you just mind your business? You are there to earn money. You're there to support your family. You're there to look after your children's future. the Indian government or the Pakistani government or Narendra Modi or Rahul Gandhi or any guy out there is not going to pay your family bills, take care of you, your children. And if you're in hospital, nobody is going to give a fuck about it. So please have a perspective. I don't give a fuck about what is happening in Pakistan, what is happening in India, because nobody is going to take care of my family, my expenses, and my future. Okay. The next one is I got this email, very respectful, and the guy says, Lloyd, this is not me hating on you, but please tell me how much is Qatar actually paying you, or are they actually paying you? You want to know the truth. The fact of the matter is, Qatar is not paying me. If they are paying me, also, I'm not aware of it because I get donations of $5 and $10. So I don't think Qatar, the government, is paying me $5. Okay, I've not received a very big sum of money from anybody apart from $5, $10. The highest I received was from a gentleman in United States who gave me $100. Okay, this is only for the support of my YouTube channel. I don't depend on my YouTube channel for my sustenance or for my bills. People pay me other kind of payments, that is for my professional services, for resume, for interview preparation, for personal branding. I get the highest, that is $10,000 and beyond, for people who want to become personal brands and earn big amounts of money. But then I don't receive that every single day, and I have other means of earning money. So for these YouTube videos, there are very many people who give me $1, $10, $5. So this is what they pay me. Qatar as a government is not paying me. So if you want to believe me, you can believe me. If not, I don't give a fuck. Okay, the next one is, why? How do you get all this information? How do you process all this information from so many news outlets? It's very simple. It's viewers like you, readers like you, who send me WhatsApp messages, emails, and that is how I get this information. The next one is, why? How do you make money? I make money through personal branding, training, teaching people, helping people get jobs, making their resumes, and by training people for interviews. That's how I make money. The next one is, Lloyd, if it takes so much of time and effort, why do you put so much of time, effort, and money into creating so many videos about UAE? Well, I do this in order to add value to my brand and connect to people around the world. So this is it's like a public service announcement, and I do this as a hobby. This doesn't actually pay me a lot of money. I'm doing this to help other people, and this is my way of helping. People want for free. Well, this is the information, and I do this because I'm passionate about it. The next one is, Lloyd, who would give a person like you a job in UAE? I was never the employee kind. When I didn't have the tattoos, yes, there were people who did give me jobs, but those were through contacts and connections. I never liked the process of going and giving my CV to 100 places. This is an outdated format that people still follow. Apply in 100 places and hope that someone calls you for an interview, and then go and, sir, please, I'm really good, sir, and you put your sales pitch. I hated that. So right from, I think, nearly 15 years ago, I developed the part of networking with people, going through references, and only meeting decision makers, CEOs, directors, and people at high positions. So that's how I used to get jobs. I used to not go around hunting for jobs, begging people. That was not my style. Okay. And later on, I started working as a freelancer, which paid me much more, doing events, corporate events, or standing up on stage, talking, training people in terms of creativity, public speaking. And I made good amount of money there. So I was making more money per week those days than people would make working for the full month. And today I make that same amount of money working for a few hours. Okay, the next one, Lloyd, who takes you seriously? Well, there are people who take me seriously. If you don't take me, that's your problem. Just as nobody takes you seriously, I don't take you seriously. I'm pretty sure there are some people who take you seriously, like your family members or your boss, who is, your boss who, kicks your ass around. He might take you seriously, or your colleagues. In the same way, there is a small circle of people who take me seriously. Just because you don't take me, I don't take you. The next one is, this reader has something seriously against Sheikh Mohammed. He wrote to me on WhatsApp. The whole message, if I were to say it in a nutshell, he claims that Sheikh Mohammed is not an Arab, but an Indian from Baluchistan. And Sheikh Mohammed apparently hates Arabs. I just told him, send me an email with news links to prove what you have to say. And he was hating. And I told him, say, listen, you might hate Sheikh Mohammed. I don't hate Sheikh Mohammed. I like Sheikh Mohammed. In fact, I admire Sheikh Mohammed. So I think he found that rather strange. Okay, apart from that, these are the other fun stuff that I got from people in UAE. One of them is this pilot Emiratisation program for employees. He sent me a screenshot. Post your jobs where UAE nationals are looking. Receive applications from UAE national talent. The goal is to reach 30,000 registered nationals. And their goal is by 2019 to have a 200% increase. As of now, it seems 97% has been increased in 2018. So this is a screenshot for you, sent to me by someone. Another person sent me, Loy, just want to give you an update. The vital point you're missing out is UAE driver's license. Now, it seems people are spending a fortune. You get your license only for 2 years. Before 2017, it was 10 years validity. What do you say? Well, the fact of the matter is, I didn't know this was the case because during my days, once you got a license, you had to renew it only for once in 10 years, and it was very easy. But now I guess it must be difficult to renew your passport. Then I got this image that shows that the Saudi guy shaking hands with Narendra Modi, and they're going to invest 100 billion in India. Like I always tell you, there's no such thing as free lunch. Saudi is not in love with India. Saudi is not in love with Pakistan. They are doing it just because they want to make sure that the money that they have, they invest it and they get a return on investment. Then I got this nice little message on YouTube. You seem to be a very educated person. It's difficult to believe because you're a school dropout. So what I responded was, neither school education nor a college degree gives you common sense, maturity, or the ability to think. All these things you get from real life. You know, that's where you learn. Then I got this funny little shirt which says, the brain is an amazing thing. It works 365 days a year. But from the day till the day you're born until the day you land in Thailand, which is very true because many people after they land in Thailand, they forget this. Then I got this nice little image of this poor buffalo. It seems was stuck here. This seems to be an image in Thailand. So I pity the buffalo. I hope they got him out. Then I got this nice little image, how to make money. It's very simple. Just register for online course, make a website, and then tell everyone that you are a multi-billionaire. Take a photograph of you standing next to a Ferrari and put it on YouTube and you'll make money. Well, this is true for many youngsters today. Then this one is Loy. This is one of my haters. Loy, don't think we are stupid to trust your BS about a guy who got an interview from a job who was offering 35% more. Big BS bullshit. That multinational companies in UAE expanding now. Ha ha ha. You're a school dropout. You will coach. Just report news that is good and that's easiest to pick up from newspapers. Retelecast them in your own words. So, my friend, just because you don't believe it, I can't help it. Okay. Next one is, I really hate this thing on YouTube. No control. This kind of people should be blocked from spreading their stupidity in public. Well, if you don't like a video, why are you fucking watching it? And if you're watching it, why are you fucking complaining about it? The next one is Mr. Biju. He says, stop doing unnecessary rumors about Dubai. You'll be fucked one day. And he sends me this message on Facebook. Then I got this female who was advertising sexual services. If you're a destination in Dubai, you don't want to spend time alone, contact me on my WhatsApp, so-and-so number, only for Dubai, nowhere else. I don't know if this is a guy or this is a girl, but this is what was advertised on my YouTube. Then I got this message that was on my website. Sir, I'm a 25 male. I would like to know where to find transgenders in UAE specific places. I heard you tried them once. So this gentleman wants to try transgenders. I hope he finds out where. I don't know where there is in Dubai at least. Next one is, Lloyd, with all the statements about Dubai that you've made, are you planning to go and visit Dubai in the future? No, my dear, I'm not planning to go visit Dubai because if I do, I'll get jacked. Finally, this question, second last one, I got, Lloyd, are those permanent tattoos on your face? So I told him, no, they are not permanent. They are temporary. When I have a bath, they wash off. And then I got this image of a restaurant. I don't know if this is actually Photoshop because it says Poda Patti, traditional Thai barbecue. So I don't know if this is true or false. So would like to know if anyone can verify this. Finally, I got this nice little snake video, which was actually very scary. I mean, inside this shoe is this bloody cobra. So after watching this video now, every time I check when I put my sandals to make sure that there's nothing there. Finally, I got this video of a girl who tattoos an asshole. I'm sorry, I cannot share this video because it is banned. It's not allowed as per YouTube's policies. But if you want, I can share it with you. You can send me a WhatsApp message and I'll share the video of a girl getting her actual asshole tattooed. And if you want, I'll share it with you. I'll keep it for a few days and then I'll delete it. So send me a message on my WhatsApp. That is if you want. So guys, these are the updates from Dubai. This is what people have sent me. So if you have any comments, thoughts, let me know. I always read your comments down below. Like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't like it, thumbs down. You want to support the channel, you know how to do it. And this is me signing off for now. Take care.